L'après-midi, t'es
Andiamo, forza!
Puedo matarte a disparos, joder.
Volatilizzato. Me ne vado.
Executori peccatamum.
عارف ده اللي جبانه
Esa bomba كما ظلمت زازا.
صدقني يا المحرات
Today, Ain Ghazal is now located in modern-day Amman, Jordan. Not much is left of this ancient settlement. The only things that remain is mud, graves, and stones. Archaeologists have found strangely unique statues dating back to 9,000 years old. The statues are known to be some of the earliest statues of a human form, but we'll talk about them further into the video. So what happened in this ancient city? How did they survive? Did they work together to ensure each other's survival? What type of animals did they hunt to survive? And how did their settlements look like? But what ended them? There are many things that could have. One of them being plagues. They can easily wipe out cities. And another explanation is battles. The first settlers most likely came to the area around 10,000 to 9,000 BC. They probably lived in small huts made out of wood. They soon probably decided that they should live in the area because of the convenience of the Zarqa River. The Zarqa River rises from a spring in Ain Ghazal, and the water flows through Amman into the valleys of Jordan. The age of the river is surprising. It is 30 million years old. Even after the civilization of Ain Ghazal, people drank from it for thousands of years. But now, it's no longer safe to drink because of humans. It is littered with trash, and parts of it have a foul smell. Now, it is only used for irrigation. The only good news is that the Jordanian Ministry of the Environment has it on one of the top priorities. Now let's talk about the statues. Many statues have been found in Ain Ghazal, but the most interesting are these ones that were made between 7,000 to 6,000 BC. They were made from moist limestone and reeds that grew along the Zarqa River. The reason for their creation is unknown, but people have ideas why. They could have been used for ceremonial practices, or they could have some type of meaning with the sun. Two of them were buried alongside each other, with one of their heads facing east and the other's head facing west. The people of Ain Ghazal ate many types of different foods. The types of animals that they hunted were gazelles and deers, but they also had domesticated goats. They also did have farms in which they grew ancient species of wheat and lentils. So how did they build their homes? They built their homes using stones, mud, and limestone plaster. The houses were mostly rectangular. They also painted their homes with a red pigment. Now we go back to the point of how Ain Ghazal fell. A major part of it had to do with the population. During the beginning of this settlement, the population was around 500 people. But during its golden age, the population ranged between 3,000 to 4,000 people. This may seem small today, but remember, this is one of the first civilizations. But then something happened. The population majorly decreased within a few generations. So why did the population decrease so fast? Well, the reason is because of global cooling. During global cooling, winters last longer. They are also a lot more cold and difficult to survive. Because of this, plants and crops took longer to grow, meaning that their livestock and the animals they hunted started to die. And since they would die, so would the people. Many starved and froze to death. But even when summer would come, there would be major droughts killing even more people. So the remaining population didn't have much of a choice except to leave and find somewhere they could survive. Families most likely took their goats and what they could bring and leave, going back to a nomadic lifestyle, moving where there's water and plants for their goats to feed on. Their descendants are probably what came to be known as modern-day Bedouins, while other people left to different areas and created smaller villages.